So, y'all know that I got this car painted back in January, and I have never had a car with actually nice paint before. Honestly, other than the terrible paint on my NA and paint on any of my cars that I've bought stock, I've just wrapped it, and you don't need to take care of wrap at all, because if you scratch it, you just replace it. So I just know I'm gonna mess up the paint on this thing, and I don't want to. So I actually reached out to XPEL, and I am going to be heading to AP3 in Alpharetta to get this car fully PPF'd. I am so excited, and I'm gonna take y'all with me. Let's go. So let's talk just a little bit about what's going on behind me here. So if you're not familiar, PPF, what is it? PPF stands for Paint Protection Film, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a film that goes over your paint and protects it. I was first introduced to XPEL's PPF actually last year when I did a press event at XPEL's headquarters in San Antonio. Now, along with PPF, it should be known that XPEL does also make ceramic coat and window tint products, but today I am just sticking with the PPF. PPF is actually pretty similar to vinyl, but it's a lot thicker. And so that thickness is what allows that material to then protect your bumper and your paint from things flying up off the road. Now, you might ask, how much of a difference can paint protection film really make in protecting your paint? Well, when I was at XPEL's headquarters last year, I got to see one of their tests they do with a gravelometer, I think is what they called it. Essentially, it is a device that accelerates gravel at 2 small panels. Now, these panels are both painted, they're identical, they're painted with the same paint, same thickness of paint, but one of them had PPF on it and one of them didn't. After the same test with the same gravel being accelerated at the panel at the same speed, the results were astounding. When we pulled the piece of PPF off of the PPF'd panel, the paint wasn't chipped. It was in perfect shape, whereas the other one had quite a few chips. So in real life, what that means is when you're driving behind a semi, you're going to get significantly fewer chips in your paint. Now, of course, very large rocks that are gonna dent, yeah, those are still gonna dent, right? PPF isn't gonna be able to protect against that, but it's gonna protect against most of that little stuff that flies up and damages your car. And if you've ever had a car painted, you know that that first rock chip really hurts your heart. So I'm hoping I can avoid that for a little bit thanks to this. Now, if you are planning on getting your car PPF, the process is pretty simple, but do expect to be without your car for a few days to a week. For highly modified cars like mine, the panels do actually need to be cut by hand, but for most OEM cars, XPEL actually creates templates so that the PPF can be cut before it's laid on the car, which makes the process a lot easier and a lot less time consuming. So my car, or if your car is highly modified, takes a little bit longer than your average car. When your car arrives, they first pull it back, get it washed, and they do any paint correction that it might need. Now, of course, my car didn't need a ton of paint correction because the paint was brand new, but if your car has some miles on it and you've got some swirl marks, they're gonna wanna get rid of all that stuff before they put the PPF on, because you don't want to kind of lock that stuff underneath the PPF. You want it to be gone. You wanna have, a beautiful, perfect, glossy finish, all that fun stuff. Now, after your car is all beautiful and shiny looking, they go ahead and apply the PPF. If you're doing ceramic coat, now is a great time to have it done. Ceramic coat can actually help protect that PPF and make it last longer. And one of my favorite things about AP3 is that they kept me in the loop during the whole process. Obviously, I have been here a couple days, but the days that I haven't been here, I've received texts from AP3 with updates and photos of my car, as well as updates on when I can expect to have it back. Everyone here has been absolutely amazing to work with, and I 100% would come back with another car after I get it painted, because right now none of my cars really are worthy of PPF, except for this one. Now, I did get to try applying PPF. I thought it was gonna be easy because I've done vinyl, but let me tell you, I almost feel like knowing how to do vinyl made it harder because this is applied pretty differently than vinyl. PPF is applied wet, so the technique is a little bit different. And apparently the way you hold your squeegee is completely different too, and I do it completely wrong. Because on vinyl you like push, but on PPF you pull. Or something like that. I don't know. These guys make it look so easy, but let me tell you, it's not at all. My favorite test of the PPF is what we call the scratch test. This is literally a wire brush, and yes, I am scratching my car with a wire brush. Now, if you see that seam in the PPF, this was before we wrapped the whole panel, just for demonstration purposes. Now, the cool thing is that once you heat this with a heat gun, wait for it, it probably would help if I turned the heat gun on, huh? Okay, so now we can see for real, once you hit this with a heat gun, those scratches are going to disappear. So what this means in the real world is that if you drive up a little too close to bushes or something like that, once it sits in the sun and heats up, it's back to looking perfect. I am so happy with how this came out, honestly, and you can't tell right now because the sun is setting, it's not directly overhead, but I swear this PPF just added depth to the paint that wasn't here before, and it's completely invisible. That is one of AP3's big things, is invisible paint protection. So even up here on this edge, where you know there's an edge here and you know it's cut around the corner, I am sitting right here next to it and I can't even see it. It's fantastic. And she really did get the full PPF treatment. Of course, fenders, hood, bumper, doors, all the normal stuff, but we also did mirrors, we did side skirts actually, and the wing is PPF'd as well, and so are the headlights and taillights. So all of that stuff will be protected from rock chips driving down the highway, and I don't need to worry about damaging my pretty new paint just with regular driving, which I'm so excited about because I just know I would have somehow found a way to mess it up otherwise. Really happy with how this turned out. Huge thank you to AP3. It was a fantastic experience start to finish. If y'all have been considering getting your car PPF'd or ceramic coated or tinted, be sure to check out AP3. I went to the Alpharetta location, but they have a couple locations around Atlanta. So go ahead, check them out. Here is their website. Wherever you go to get your PPF tint or ceramic coat installed, make sure you ask for XPEL. See y'all next time.